Who doesn't love having a great outdoor space for your family and friends? And why not add a little bit of warmth and interest to your backyard with a beautiful Heat Glo Plaza Fire Pit. This is a great DIY weekend project, and I'm going to walk you through step by step how you can create your own fire pit for your backyard. So before we dive into the building of our Plaza Fire Kit, I wanted to show you what worked for us. We decided to lay all of the pieces out, open all the boxes, and make sure that everything was present and that we understood which components went where before we dove in to the actual construction. So let me show you. The first part would be the actual framing kit. This is the part that has all the side panels to create the box itself. And then moving on, we have the propane kit. This is the component that allows the propane tank to have structure and stability within your box. Next would be the flame burner kit itself. And this kit came with the 2-foot burner insert. And you can opt for the larger kits, and you would also have extensions for the box so that you can accommodate 2, 4, and 6-foot projects out of the same concept. The next component would be the lava rock. That's the lava rock that will sit into your fire pit, and it comes with a cover. And then the last step would be to insert the glass panels around it to protect the flame from wind. So lay all your parts out. If you find that you are missing instructions, you can contact Heat Glo and they can send you a PDF of whatever step of the instructions you are missing. So get yourself organized and make sure that you have gloves on hand because some of the pieces are a little sharp and you want to protect your fingers. To build the base of your Plaza Fire Kit, you're going to take 2 of the rectangular pieces with 1 of the angled cut pieces. You're going to interlock them so they create like a little puzzle. And then you're going to drive screws from the outside in to secure the pieces to one another. So you can use either a handheld screwdriver or you can use a drill driver. I prefer a drill driver because it's a lot faster. Secures 2 screws on the outside edge of your box. Leave the short side alone for now. Attach your vertical support piece in the inside corner and screw it into place. Do the same for all 4 corners. After you've done the 4 outermost corners of your frame, you want to put 2 in this area as well. They may feel a little wobbly, which is fine because when you put the top on, everything secures and stabilizes. Put screws 1, 2, 3, and 4 on the outer sides of each section, but not on the short sides here. This is the area where this framing will connect to the other half to make the full box. Take your 2 remaining rectangles and place them over your support posts and screw them as you did the bottom on each of the long sides, but not on this short side. The next step is to take your end top piece with the cut corners and position it in between your supports and then screw that into place. Throughout the box, you're going to find little rectangular perforations. You want to pop out the metal piece. These are drainage holes. If any rainwater seeps into your fire pit, it can drain out. As you have built both ends of your box, please note that this one end here has the angular supports on this side. This one is open. This one will be the side where your propane kit is installed and has a door to access the propane. So keep in mind, angled edge on one and an opened end on the other. Now these 2 boxes get rotated towards one another so that they can create your full fire pit table. If you are building a longer fire pit, you would add an extension kit here, but we are not, so we're going to pull these together and screw them securely. Next step is to install the base for your propane tank. It allows it to be stable so it doesn't wobble in the box. So if this piece fits right in, you're going to remove 1 screw on this side so you can drop this down and screw all the pieces together. The next step is to install the burner kit itself. This step requires a little more attention because you want to make sure that you do everything right here, because this is the part that supplies and controls the propane flow. Therefore, you want to make sure it's done properly for safety. So what we have here is I installed the bottom pan for the propane holder. This way I knew which end I was going to be putting it on. So I have my base for the propane tank. Now I have two pieces here. The first piece here is the burner itself. This is what's going to sit in the top, and you will put your lava rocks in here, and this is the flame itself. There is a thermocouple that runs between the burner pan and the valve inlet, which also is your switch to allow your propane to flow. So what we have to do is attach all of these pieces so that they are stabilized from one end to the other. Now what I'm going to do is pass this through the opening in my tank so that I can drop my burner kit into position. Then you're going to pull your inlet bracket through to the side panel. This is where this attaches. So I'm going to then attach this into the screw holes, and this is where your knob goes. So you will do your tile work, or whatever facade you're going to use to finish it will be around this so that you can access your control knob right here. Attach the flex line and hose to the underside of your burner tray. Apply a high heat silicone adhesive on the under edge of your burner tray. After you apply the glue, make sure that you have centered your box before you let the glue set. After the glue has set on the burner pan, connect your flex line to your inlet valve. Attach a hose for the propane tank to the other side of the inlet. Give each connection a little turn with a wrench to secure it. Attach the support for the side of your propane tank and the strap to go across the front after you install it. To install the door track, remove the screws from all four corners on the end of the fire pit that will have the propane tank. Align the vertical part of the door frame with the bottom of the door frame so that you're going to have one screw go through both layers of metal to secure it across the bottom. Do the same thing across the top and secure all corners. Install the door by lifting it into the groove all the way up and sliding the bottom down. To cover the outside of your box, use 1/4 inch HardieBacker panels, also called cement board. Cut the pieces to size. You will score with a utility knife and snap. Using a 1-inch boring bit, cut a hole for your knob. Attach the cement board to the sides of the box, leaving a 1/4 inch off of the floor all the way around. A wooden yardstick is a great solution to keep the panels raised evenly as you work. Pre-drill holes for the cement board screws. Be mindful of where you attach the screws for the HardieBacker so they don't hit the hardware framing on the inside of the box. Make sure your cement screws are completely flush to the surface. Be sure to line up the hole for the knob. Leave a 1/4 inch of cement board sticking up on the sides so that your top piece fits up against it and creates a flush corner. Now your box is ready for tile. Cut your tile to fit. Tile from the bottom up, again with a yardstick under the edges to elevate the tile off the floor. Now that our fire pit is completely tiled, it is time to apply the grout. So we are going to apply the grout using a grout float, and I chose a dark gray grout because it would match beautifully with my grayish brown tiles. You want to hold your grout float on a 45 and press your grout into all of the cracks and work your way around as you go. And you'll grab a grout sponge and wipe away the excess. Then add your lava rock so that it completely covers the burners. Lift the door panel up and swing it out. Peel off the protective coating, attach the rubber gasket to the door handle, set your door aside, and load your propane tank. Set your glass panel surround with the silicone adhesive. Turn on the propane and light your beautiful new Heat Glo Plaza Fire Pit. Now you can cuddle up with your buddy, you can grab a hot drink, and you can enjoy your Heat and Glow Plaza Fire Pit.